Hi, Chris Cantelmo here with another Daily Vibration. So one of my discoveries is that God communicates with human beings through essentially radio waves. And I know that's hard to wrap your head around. You're like, how could like our fleshy bodies be antenna for radio waves? Like, how could that possibly work? But then you think about what's in our blood. Iron. Everyone knows you got to take minerals as part of your healthy daily diet and your living situation if you don't have enough sodium or potassium. And these other metals causes a lot of trouble. Well, now think about it, please. You got iron in this, almost like a think of a tree as being the ultimate antenna, and it actually is the ultimate antenna. When you look at a tree with its branches out and its the way its limbs spread, what that tree is doing, it's reaching out for this broadcast of light waves and other waves, radio waves too, and X-rays and all these other rays. So nature is always the most efficient. Nature has found the best way. So you look at a tree, like for example, I don't know if you can see that tree behind me. The way that tree is existing, that is the ultimate antenna for light waves and radio waves and all these other waves. Well, guess what? Our circulatory system looks exactly, I don't mean like sort of similar, it looks exactly like that. You've got arteries, big arteries, bringing blood to every little nook and cranny of your being. Now, what is in the blood? What's the primary component? What is the real critical element of the blood? It's iron. So essentially, we're walking around and we've got this incredible antenna built right into us. All around our nerves and every other cell is this incredible antenna. So God communicates with us through radio waves that we pick up, and we communicate with the outside world through radio waves. We put out a vibe. It's not just some hippy dippy, oh man, my vibes. No, you actually put out a vibe, an electromagnetic vibe. When you're scared, there's a certain vibration that goes out to the world, and that's how you know someone's scared. And anyway, so now each of us, the way that when we die, and I'm going to talk about death here, it's a little bit upsetting for people, but it shouldn't be. When we die, there's not some like a magical way that our soul gets up into heaven or we become part of the cosmos. There's no magic. It's through things that we understand, which is like light waves and radio waves. So our soul, our being, this electromagnetic incredibleness gets transferred up into the heavens as electromagnetic waves. And what makes us us is the combination of the waves that we put out. And then I've thought a lot about this. And you're like, okay, what if there's in a mass extinction, or mass killing? How do each of us get up into heaven without getting mixed up with everyone else's waves? So then you think about it, and you start thinking about light waves and parallelism. And essentially, light waves can be parallel, right? We all agree with that. But when they come from different sources that are lined up, right, and go straight out, they can be parallel. But a light wave from a single source, a point source, and make the point, let's say that our pineal, which is where our soul is based and our spirit is based, each individual pineal is the source of the light waves and radio waves going out into the heavens that bring us with it. That's what we are. Now, because we're a point source, our waves aren't going to get mixed up with any other waves that don't come from that exact point. So God forbid you're with someone when you die and there's someone next to you and they die at the same time, there's no problem with the electromagnetic message getting mixed up, because it emanates from a point source. And then once it's out there, light, there's nothing faster than light. Once a wave, light waves are out there, nothing else can catch up with it and mix up with it, because they're just traveling at the speed of light. It's like cars on a freeway. They all stay the same speed. No one bumps into each other. Anyway, it's a fascinating, when you guys finally do N,N-dimethyltryptamine, preferably, well, ayahuasca is great. And in fact, my next video I'm about to make, I'm going to talk about ayahuasca and why it's had a limited effectiveness in the world. Chris Cantelmo here with another vibration.